Without thinking twice, I climbed on top of his buff body with my bumper in the air.
Hey guys, welcome back to teaatfour. I'm Billy.
I'm Christie.
And Lauren isn't going to be with us for a couple of weeks. So today we're joined by founding father, Rosie Day.
Rosie.
And welcome back to the podcast where we talk all things that normally stay in the group chats. Ooh, how are you feeling, my darling?
I feel great. I was going to say it's my debut, but it's not. It's my second debut. What do you call that? Second do?
A double?
It's my double.
Well, it's lovely to have you. We've never done one together though.
Oh my God, we have not.
This is our first one together.
haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Months of storyboarding together.
No, but guys, no, we have. I'm pretty sure there's been a time where it was all four of us.
Billy was still on his hiatus.
I was on my honeymoon.
Yeah, honeymoon. Fair.
Okay, well, we've done some new segments since then, and I thought we could play a little game of Celebri-TEA.
Oh, please, I've been desperate.
Okay.
I've been desperate to play this. Don't mind if I do. TikTok star blank enters the Big Brother house.
TikTok star
Blank.
I think it's a name we're looking for, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Do you know
Well,
it?
what else would it be?
JoJo Siwa.
It is!
Yeah.
My girl.
I thought she was a Snapchat star. She's not
She's
TikTok.
both. She's huge on TikTok. She's
Yeah.
got like 80 million followers.
Put some respect on her name. She is a dancer, a
Yeah.
social media star,
An entrepreneur.
an entrepreneur. I actually love her.
You're a
I
big
know
fan.
she gets a lot of hate,
Yeah.
but I've been there since day dot. Dance mom's days.
Yeah.
My mastermind subject is dance mom, so I've been with her since she was a.
Your Roman Empire.
I was going to say that sounds so weird, but she's my not just her, but all of the dance moms cast. I could go on it for days, but I will love her. I will stand by her.
I think Rosie was the one that introduced me to JoJo Siwa's song. I don't remember the song,
Karma?
but yeah.
That was your most listened to song on Spotify.
Yeah, it was at a time, wasn't it?
It was not my most listened to song. It was in my top 5. No. It just missed my top 5. It was number 6.
Number 6. Crazy. How does it go
it's
again?
It's a banger.
It goes very catchy.
I'm a bitch. I should have known better.
That is wild. Her going into Celebrity Big Brother house, I actually think is quite a good career move for her.
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks she's this super hyperactive character, but
Yeah.
I think she's probably going to be very normal.
Yeah, I think she went on that. Was it like SAS Who Dares Win?
Oh,
Or like the
yes.
American version of that. And everyone was like, oh, I actually feel really sorry for her. And actually, she's got this like vulnerable side. And I'm like, yeah, because I think her whole persona is like an act. It's like she said that I think multiple times, that her crazy thing, it's like all a character.
Her alter ego, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Here
I
for
think she might win.
She knows what she's doing.
You
She's a smart
reckon?
girl.
Yeah.
I think, I'd love it if she did.
Do you know how much she's getting paid to go on the show?
How much?
Shitloads?
£400,000.
Oh, it's actually not as much as I
No,
thought.
but she's the second most paid star on this year's series.
So wait, who's number 1?
Some American guy.
Chesney. What's that?
No, he's the second lowest. Chesney Hawkes.
I don't even know who that is.
He has one song, doesn't he?
Chesney.
He's like from the 80s.
Okay, I don't know what that one is.
I don't. Yeah.
Wait, Chesney Hawkes?
Chesney Hawkes.
Who's that?
Can somebody show me a picture of who Chesney Hawkes is?
I'm imagining someone ginger. I don't know why.
It sounds like a ginger.
It sounds like a ginger name.
Ginger
Chesney.
Chestnut. That's
Oh,
why.
maybe that's why.
I don't know.
What
who
does
it
he
is.
sing, Rosie?
One
Bobby?
of the twins from Harry Potter.
He's the twin from Harry Potter.
It looks
No,
like that.
Chesney Hawkes.
Sings the one and only.
I am the one and only Chesney
Ain't
Hawkes.
nobody I'd rather be.
Okay, he's a legend and he's the lowest
Wouldn't say
paid.
legend. Yeah, he's the second lowest paid apparently amongst all of them.
Bless
What
him.
about Bianca?
She's around
Or Patsy?
Oh, yeah.
100,000.
Okay.
But someone is being paid around $1 million. And
Who?
I can't remember his name. Apparently he's a Hollywood actor,
Oh, here we go.
but never heard of him. Anyway,
Interesting.
moving on.
Moving on.
Some more spicy tea.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so glad I got to talk about my Joj.
It's like you picked the right one.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
literally.
Fell right into your hands.
Okay. Harry Styles given go ahead to build 30 million blank blank, but there's a catch.
Theme park?
Oh my God, Harry Styles theme park, like Dollywood. That would be amazing.
I don't know why.
Harry
just 'cause
Styles
you're talking about
given, yeah.
Universal.
30 billion. What is he going to build? What is
Wait,
it?
read that
30
out again.
million.
Harry Styles given go ahead to build 30 million blank blank, but there's a catch.
London House.
Mega Mansion. London Mansion.
Hampstead Mansion.
Hampstead Mansion. What's the catch though?
So
Is
the
he not-
catch is that he has to make it like a haven for the nature around.
Oh, I love that.
which
Oh,
I
yeah.
love.
It's quite gorgeous, actually.
Yeah.
That'd
That's
be really,
really
pretty.
nice.
He's got to build like hedgehog boxes and things if he's going to build things like
A
that.
beehive.
Beehives.
So
Plants
George
for
of the
bees.
Jungle, basically, type vibes, treehouse.
Hazard the jungle.
Hampstead of the jungle.
Hazard of the Jungle.
Oh,
Harry Hampstead.
Every time I'm in Hampstead, I do keep my eye out for him.
Is he
Yeah.
always around there? Is that
While
where
he lives there.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. I never go to
I
Hampstead.
may or may not have stalked his house on Google Maps once.
I did Google it when it said that he was selling it. I
Yeah.
imagine myself living there with him.
Oh.
And now Ariana's got her song about Hampstead. I feel like it's like the place to be for the
I feel like
international celebs. Do you know what I
Hampstead
mean?
is, where all the celebs go.
It is nice. there.
Question, Hampstead as in Hampstead Heath?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
sorry.
think so.
yeah?
There's not two, is there? There's just one.
No, it is,
Yeah.
that, is that area, yeah. Hampstead Heath is just like the park.
Yeah, it's the park, but I feel like that's where the
The area, isn't
that's
it?
the
yeah,
name
the
of
area
the
is Hampstead.
tube stop, isn't it? Hampstead Heath.
Yeah, because the Heath is the hill, I think.
This is
that wrong?
Londoners that don't know where Hampstead Heath is.
Yeah.
Right,
Sorry.
cool.
Okay.
Your turn. Take some tea.
I don't have the gross one.
Oh, sorry.
Justin Bieber accused of shading ex blank following her engagement to blank.
Oh,
Who's his ex?
Selena Gomez
Christie.
and Benny Blanco. No, not his ex. She's now engaged to Benny
You should do
Blanco.
forfeits. Whatever you don't know.
You have to do a
Put a
shot.
pound in the I don't know the celebrity jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a shot of tea covered in like hot sauce.
Do you know, I found out yesterday from my Canadian friend that Justin Bieber was actually Canadian. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Why is everybody laughing? I didn't know. Did you guys know?
You had to find that out from your Canadian friends specifically.
Yeah, because I was like, you're from Canada. Who else is from Canada?
That must have been a long fucking
Drake?
conversation.
Isn't Drake from Canada?
Yeah.
Celine Dion?
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne?
I didn't know that.
I feel like you can tell when it's how the chat went. I feel like you can tell when a celebrity is Canadian over American.
How?
They've just got a
Really?
certain flair about them that's better.
Slightly kinder.
Not better, but like more Brit. I feel like Canadians and Brits have more of a similar vibe.
No, I
than-
disagree big time.
Really?
Yeah, no way.
Like when I'm on TikTok and I see a Canadian like TikToker and they say like oh, and I'm like, oh, they're Canadian. It makes sense by their demeanor.
Yeah.
because they're like a bit more cool. I don't know. I don't want to. But do you know what I mean? Like I just can.
Oh my god,
I don't know.
We
I
relate
cannot tell
more.
you the difference
Really?
between Canadian and American.
They say that O's like oh.
Is that a French
Like,
accent?
oh, I'm going to go to the snow.
Pardon?
That was Irish. No, but like, and they do it in like the Northern American states as well, like Minnesota. Do you know what I mean?
Minnesota.
It's a thing. I'm sure it's a thing. Maybe have I just made that up?
I don't
I
know.
think so.
I have no idea.
I thought they say that
I
O's
feel
bit.
like if an American does an accent of an impersonation of a Canadian person, they do that accent you're talking
The
about.
or. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, I'll
Like,
have to take your
ooh.
word on that.
Oh.
Anyway, enough about Canadians.
Sorry,
Back to
yeah.
the headline.
Yeah. So his ex is Selena Gomez,
Yeah.
and she's married to who?
She's engaged to Benny Blanco.
Benny Blanco.
Do you know? Okay, no, never
I
mind.
actually don't know
I'm
who
not
that
gonna
is
say
either.
that. I
No.
thought it was a. No, never mind.
Benny Blanco is a music
were you gonna
producer
say?
who is
Bad
like
Bunny?
actually responsible for like some of the biggest songs.
Is he Hispanic?
That's Bad Bunny.
That's Bad Bunny. But that's another headline I saw that someone also confused him with Bad Bunny, and he was
what I was
it's
gonna
the double
say.
B. It's the BB.
but he was like, "Oh, I'll take it. Bad Bunny's hot."
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Benny Blanco, but he seems like a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everything I've seen, she seems pretty happy with
She
him.
does. I mean, I think this is mainly because of like that TikTok song.
What TikTok song?
So a creator made a parody song from the perspective of Justin.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
yo, Benny, if I was with Selena, I would have been with her. Hey,
Oh.
yo, Benny.
Oh, people have
you
no
not heard
humility
it?
on TikTok, do they?
No.
Like,
No, and like it's like 22 million followers, like
Oh my
views, and then
God.
she's done like other remixes, and then like DJs have been like
Oh no.
creating with
Wow.
it, and it's all about because like I think Justin's been going on this like downward spiral of if you look at his live streams and the things he's been posting on
Yeah.
Instagram stories, he's kind of going through a bit of a breakdown by the looks of things, and fans are really worried about him, and it's all kind of stemmed from the beginning of this year
Bless
since
him.
the engagement, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel for him, especially with all the stuff that's come out about him recently. Like his childhood was just so
I mean,
messed up,
yeah,
wasn't it? Like
that's true.
he was I've seen all the clips of him being like, I'm going to say it, harassed, because he basically was, where like, you know, when there's like reporters like touching him weird and like someone kissed him, I think.
Yeah,
Like
at award shows.
yeah, and just like in loads of interviews and stuff, and on the street, like because he was a child, people were basically just like throwing him around, and like it's crazy to watch back actually. So no wonder it always.
That's so true.
Do you know what it's reminded me of? But maybe there's two different people. Who's the guy that played?
Here we go. Get the jar out.
This needs like a theme tune, so like.
Sorry. Home and Away. No, Home Alone.
Oh,
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, it's I don't know why, but I feel like it's given the downward spiral that he is.
So true.
Do you know what I mean? I see the how I can kind of like it's kind of similar, but not to that extent.
Parallels.
The parallels. That's the word. English not my first language, guys. Sorry.
I totally agree. And Macaulay did come back out of his moment. Yeah. Thanks to Brenda Song, Disney star. And so hopefully Justin has his moment of return. You know who I'm praying for big time? Amanda Bynes. That would, if the day that she, comes back into her own, I will be there on the front line cheering her on. I really hope so.
I hope so, but I don't know if she will.
I freaking love her. I'm not going to say loved. I'm going to say love because you still need to love.
Is that a Disney star?
Nickelodeon.
Do you know how hard it is to play Celebri-TEA with someone who doesn't know any celebrities?
You must have seen She's the Man.
And the Amanda Bynes show? Hairspray.
You haven't seen She's the Man?
What's that Snow White film that she's in?
Oh, what's that quote? She's the Man. Do a quote from She's the Man.
Now you're
because you are ugly.
I know. Yeah.
I see you
you're
for who you
ugly.
truly are, which is ugly.
We're done.
Moving on. Last one.
Go on, Rosie.
Oh,
Do not dance.
All right. Mother accused of telling her young child to send blank to old men.
Selfies.
I hope it's something.
I
don't want to.
I hope this is like a trick.
I think this is related to that Netflix show that's come out about
Piper Rockelle.
Yeah, Piper Rockelle.
OMG, yeah.
There's a quote in that, and if I'm right, it's knickers.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah,
I am going to watch that tonight. No, it's out tonight. Oh no. No, I mean, like, I'm gonna watch. I'm just interested in it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm allowed to watch things that I'm interested in.
Wait, what celebrity is that? That's Celebri-TEA.
So, Piper Rockelle was a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I think back in 2020.
She still is, I think. I think she's like, I only know because there's a girl on Dance Moms who's friends with her. So they're like 18, I think, or like 19. But I think she started on YouTube when she was like 12, and her mum, I don't know if I'm gonna get this wrong, but her mum, I think, was her manager, and then her mum had like this weird friend. Her friends used to come over to their house, and her mum would be like filming them, and like
she'd have basically this like social media squad. It was called like a squad, and then loads of like similar content creators of the same age would come over. They would do content together. Okay, but things would then get really weird, and I think there's a lot of accusations on the mother. And the clip that I saw this morning was that there's a young girl who was within the squad, and she was helping the mother take these packages and deliver them, and she pulled out some underwear, and she claimed that the mum had said, she was like, oh, what are you doing with those? And the mum had apparently said, oh, old men like to sniff them.
And told her to send them to them.
And like they were her daughter's underwear that she was sending. And then the girl says this on the Netflix show. What is it called?
It's called The Dark Side of Kidfluencers or something, I think.
Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Bad influence, the dark side of...
Bad influence, the dark side.
Bad influence.
The dark side of kidfluencing, yeah.
Yes, bad influence, the dark side of kidfluencers. But she, I think also when Piper was like younger, like 12, 13, she would post like bikini pictures and stuff on her Instagram, like dancing and stuff, and that just does not sit right with me. And I know that people will be like, oh, she's in a swimsuit, it's fine, but it's really not fine in any way. I'm just like, weird. And then if her mum's like encouraging that,
so fucking fucked up.
And it's just pure exploitation, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And I don't know if sorry, I keep cutting you. I don't know. I think there was a point where Piper like didn't talk to her mum for a bit, but I'm not sure. Wow. I don't know, but I'm intrigued by that. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Very dark and just disgusting.
It goes back to like all those influencer topics though. It's like, you know how they say people are moving to Tennessee now because they don't want to pay their kids. Like that's people have been saying like the LeBrant fam, who are like massive TikTok family, they moved to Tennessee, and I think a few others have, and everyone's saying it's because they don't want to pay their children for being in the content, because you've got to pay 60% now to your kids if they're in it more than 60% of the time or something.
Lawrence had made a really good point last time we talked about this, is that we actually think that you shouldn't be able to monetize off of content that has children in it.
Yeah, agree.
100. Because if you think about it as well, like, let's say for instance your kids go to school, you're kind of like, you know, publicizing where they educate, where they live, where you guys are living. It's a lot.
So much.
It's
also,
actually a lot.
At the age of 12, you don't really understand how things work in the world.
Yeah.
You're a kid. So being put out there by your parent who's not giving you a choice really to consent to being seen by millions of people is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that tonight. I'm really
intrigued
by that whole concept. Yeah.
I haven't watched anything in ages.
What have you been doing recently then?
I've been reading.
Okay.
But I'm stuck on this book at the moment. Part of this series called A Court of Thorns and Roses, which we've been talking about.
Wait, is this the book that you brought into work one day and you're like nearly done?
Yeah.
And I was like,
This is
how
the
the
one that
heck?
I recommended to you.
well,
Okay. Book club
my
going on
God.
here.
Well, yeah.
But I can't get past the last book, and it's all of a sudden got really
That's the best book.
spicy.
IMO.
What's the book about?
At the moment, it's just about fucking.
Wow.
It's a bit intense.
Okay.
This is the worst thing. Do not hate describing what the book's about to people.
Yeah. No. Okay, this is how I describe it. It's a book about sexy fairies. It's a book series about sexy fairies, and they're like these sexy fairy men and women.
Yeah.
And they're basically like trying to save the world,
blushing.
but then they're just having sex like all the time in between.
They're just
saving the
having
world.
sex in between.
Yeah.
Question:
It's great.
How does this how does the cover look like?
Orange. Oh no,
It's red.
Red. The one I'm on is orange.
Oh, I don't know. I audiobook it. I actually don't know what any of the covers look like.
So it's orange.
So the first book's reds. Second book is teal. Third book is purple. The fourth book is blue. And the last book is orange.
Silver, I thought.
Does it not have like any graphics on it?
It's got like a little dragon. On
It's
one
like
of them,
yeah,
or a
like a
wolf.
little like. The covers are shite. I'm not going to
Okay.
lie. They are really badly designed, and I wish they'd done a better job on them.
But
Well,
then
what are you
again,
going to have with them? Half-naked fairy men?
Yeah,
do you know what it is? I feel like there's this rise on like spicy erotic fiction, right?
There is.
Smut.
But I feel like they're smart because by the covers, you wouldn't think that
No,
it is
secret smut.
Right. So you guys could be sitting on your commute on the train, giggling and getting fanny flutters or whatever, and you guys are reading erotic fiction.
Yeah.
Someone's getting hot on set.
happening, honey.
I've seen so many people on the tube reading it. I'm just like,
I saw someone this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, I was getting off the train and she was reading the book I'm on, and I was like,
Okay,
Good luck,
it's
sister.
if
Not
you
be
know,
doing that in
you know
public.
type vibe, type of thing.
But
Yeah,
people are getting away
viral.
with it now because they're doing audiobooks.
that's me. I'm doing audiobooks. I can't read, but I'm an adult. I'm a 30-year-old adult, 30 plus 2-year-old adult. 29. 29 last year.
Yeah.
I haven't got time to read, so I audiobook it, and I get through that I've got through the whole of ACOTAR and all of Throne of Glass since October because I'm listening to it.
Wow.
So if I'm on a little jog, if I'm walking the dog, if I'm cleaning, I have it on.
So do not interrupt you if you've got headphones in because you're
Basically.
listening to smut.
Wait, guys,
Very
what's-
smut.
What's so? Shut up.
So I was reading something this morning and it said, according to Spotify UK, since Valentine's Day this year, spicy
God.
audiobooks have increased by 100%.
100%.
listeners.
100%.
100%, so it's
Agree.
like doubled.
Naughty
Yeah.
listeners.
There's a lot
Wow.
of lonely people out there.
It's because of TikTok as well. Like, that's the only reason why I started reading again. I'm not going to lie, I haven't read really properly since I was
12.
teenager. Yeah, because I used to read like Louise Renison books, like Angus Thongs and like Jacqueline Wilson and whatever before that. But when you get to a teenager, I just stopped reading and haven't read since. Maybe read like The Hunger Games when it's like...
She can't read.
I'm such a sheep when it comes to reading. I just do what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
But now that I've seen it on TikTok and I can like save things, I just started reading ACOTAR because it was literally all over my algorithm.
Yeah.
So I've started reading again, but for fiction for the first time since I was a teenager, because everything in between was like self-help books and like non-fiction stuff. And now I'm back
like
into
that.
fiction and I love it. I'm really escaping into the worlds, let's say.
It is fun.
It is fun.
Really fun.
And apparently you can get audiobooks now that are called graphic audiobooks, and they like play out the sex scenes with actors.
What?
Yeah. So you'll have like the ones I listen to, they're just like
it's
one
called-
woman.
So it's just porn without
Basically.
the visuals.
Yeah, so you could be on the tube and someone's listening to a graphic audiobook and they're literally playing a porn sex scene of sexy fairies having sex in their ears.
Like sound
Wait,
effects and
what?
everything.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sound effects. I've seen a few clips on
Slap.
TikTok and it's like
The sound design must be crazy.
With a bit of Foley in
Imagine
there.
doing the Foley sound on that. Like,
Some slime.
Oh!
like their wings flattering. Like,
Oh my god.
That's the thing, when they touch their wings, it's like an orgasm, apparently.
really? Yeah, okay.
I think I'm on the wrong podcast.
Okay, can you... I do have some other fun facts about some spicy audio listeners.
Yeah.
What town do you think is the spiciest town in the UK? Who
What, just in general, or?
No, I'll give you some options.
Okay.
So who listens to the most erotic audiobooks according to Spotify UK?
Okay.
We've got Harlow,
Wait.
which producer Bob is from.
Yeah.
Stevenage, London, Barnsley or Lincoln.
I'm going to say Stevenage. Not much goes on down there, so probably Stevenage.
St Evanage.
I mean, surely it's London because it's the biggest, or we're not doing it like that?
I can tell you,
I think it's Stevenage, man.
Spotify revealed that the residents of Stevenage
I knew it. I told you, not much goes on there.
Oh
It's
my God.
tumbleweed.
are listening
need
to
something
more
to do.
spicy content than anyone else in the UK,
Wow.
closely followed by Barnsley and Lincoln.
They need to get some lives over there, clearly.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Hope
down
you guys
in
are well.
Stevenage.
Hope you guys are doing well.
Maybe because like romance is dead, people don't go out much in Stevenage. There's not much going on
Yeah.
there.
Then
The
You've
shop.
really got it in for Stevenage.
Stevenage.
Stevenage is full of losers who are lonely and single.
Maybe because the tour guide lives in Stevenage, but yeah.
Oh, you're Your tour guide's in Stevenage. He's making up for 50% of those audio.
I don't know where Stevenage is on the map.
I think
I keep thinking Stonehenge.
No, it's actually in Hertfordshire. Lewis Hamilton's from Stevenage. It's a 20
Right,
minute-
that doesn't help. Oh, right.
20-minute drive from where my mum
Hertfordshire,
lives.
so it's countryside. It's the countryside.
it's a countryside.
There's a direct correlation with the countryside.
Yeah, I guess. And the
country-
shops
A couple of people from work are from Stevenage.
Are
We won't
they?
name them.
Let's see if they've read ACOTAR.
and the shops close at 7 p.m. So I'm guessing
Right.
they need.
The one time you've been to Stevenage.
That's what stuck out. That's the only bit of information that stuck out on your trip
Yeah.
to Stevenage. Wow, it really is boring there.
Yeah, so maybe maybe they're enjoying some erotic.
They obviously are. Yeah, I love
Have
that
you
for
ever
them.
listened to any Christie?
Do you know what it is? I actually don't listen to any audiobooks.
Don't listen to graphic porn audiobooks.
No, I think the only for me erotic fiction would be 50 Shades.
Oh my God,
Great.
50 Shades. Yeah,
That's the only
I've
thing.
never seen it.
it's
never
one of the
read it.
worst written books I've ever read in my life.
Really?
It's like grammatically incorrect multiple times, and she like repeats the same. No offense. Well, yeah, offense. The same word is like repeated multiple times in like the same sentence.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh
I
my
need some
God.
tissue.
I could do a better job.
So that's something like there's something about the way that like especially in fantasy books when
Yeah.
it gets a bit erotic, the phrasing really like
Oh, I love it.
there's like some sentences where it's like I was wet as the dungeon.
I was wet, but a dungeon's meant to be cold. So
No,
how
like,
does
I was
that
like-
make sense?
And it's just like
They,
I
they
can't
use
read it.
they use certain words for like things that are like old fashioned because it's set in the olden. Well, it's a fake world, but it's like set in like Game of Thrones times. Do you know what I mean? Like fantasy old world. So they'll be like,
Go on. Go on.
they'll call like the vagina the sex. Like,
Oh,
I
really?
saw her sex wide open.
or like the other ones are kind of like he opened me and
Yeah, he.
entered me.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of thrusting and a lot of.
although
And because they're fairies, they've got like superpowers, so they could just keep going.
although
There's a
the
scene
bit
where-
I'm on, he comes too quickly.
Oh yeah, Cassian, bless him.
Bless him.
My babe.
Spoiler alert for those that are actually still reading or listening.
Oh yeah, there might be a few spoilers.
Yeah.
Although this book is the first time they've actually said the word cock.
Yeah, sometimes I'll say the odd cock or the odd fuck.
But like on the first 4 books, she didn't write the word cock. And
No,
I think
what was it?
it was just like
Peace.
the length of him.
The length,
The length
the,
of him.
the length of him. Yeah.
The length
It's
of him
true.
entered me.
Yeah.
Gosh. Do you know, I think what it does, there's room for personal imagination. Because
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are reading it, you're thinking, the length, how long is it? Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that?
The
Sorry.
sheer length of his entered me.
It's like,
But like-
or like the meat, or like
Oh my
the-
gosh.
I think maybe like rod is used
Have
sometimes.
you seen those TikTok?
No wonder people are
rod?
enjoying it.
I don't know if rod.
Not rod.
So why do you? So as an audiobook spicy listener,
Yeah.
how does that differ for you? Do you think like why are more people now listening to the audiobooks? And do you think you have an audiobook listening face?
Oh yeah, my poker face is
biting your lip.
Obviously I do catch myself in moments where it's no wait.
Biting
Let
your
me land.
lip.
Let me land. Because sometimes you're just like, yeah, like you're walking past like people in the street and they're just like, the sheer length of him, I climax for my family, like in your ear. But have you seen those TikToks and it's like people taking the piss out of
I
ACOTAR?
love
She's
those.
like, he keeps buying me all these amazing dresses, but I don't want to wear them because I refuse to be that kind of woman. And then it's like, I was looking at him and no, I shouldn't look at him. And then the end is like, oh, I climax for my family. Like it's just all these same things that happen throughout the books, and then like everyone's throats bobbing all the time.
Oh my god, the bit I just read, he face fucks her.
I don't remember that bit. Maybe I need to reread it.
At the dinner table, and it's like,
What?
like
when he walks in.
no, like Azriel like walks in at the end of it, and he's like,
Spoiler
There's almost a
alert.
threesome at one
Literally.
point, guys.
Yeah.
There's what?
There's almost a threesome, a fairy threesome.
my friend
Wow.
has read one where she got Eiffel Towered by two fairies.
Oh, what?
Wait,
what?
what?
Do you want to send me the name to that one? Take a look.
Eiffel Towered.
Eiffel,
What's Eiffel Tower?
Educating
like
Christie.
two guys,
One girl.
one girl.
Yeah, that
it makes
was-
like an A.
That's the 5th book. That's the book you're on.
That happens in the 5th book.
Well, I think it's in a dream, but yeah. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know.
Interested.
yeah.
Wow.
There is
I
a
mean,
69 scene.
Do you know what's so crazy? Yeah, is my first erotic fiction would be Keisha the Sket.
Pardon?
Yeah, so that was
I've heard
basically
of
like
that.
a story that a 13-year-old British girl wrote on, I think it was Bebo, MySpace back in the days. And that was very graphic in regards to like the wording. It was very like raw. And
I'm going to need an extract from this, Christie.
I'm going to read it. I'm going to read some for you guys. But it's just funny how you guys are explaining it, because then it's like when I was in school reading this in the back of my English class, I could just imagine myself just laughing.
Sorry, why was you reading erotic fan fiction written by a 13-year-old in the back of your...
We all were. So
Sorry, but Keisha the Sket is such a good name. Like it just rolls off the tongue.
and it's
Keisha the
Dusket, you know.
Sket.
Keisha the Sket. So I'm going to read an
Sounds like a rapper's
extract.
name.
Yeah, the English, it's really like, it's written in slang, so it's completely like
Oh, I love.
I'm
terrible.
just going to transport myself.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. So I'm going
This
to,
is my erotic audiobook.
Yeah, can you do it with like the right
Okay.
tone?
all right. The bedroom door opened. It was Ricardo. I looked at him and rolled my eyes. So, wagwan sexy, you was working man's dick just there, innit? Show me some of that action in my room. He said, sitting on that bed, and started touching my thigh. Maybe tomorrow, innit? I replied, looking into his sexy eyes. He said, our face is getting closer and closer. Did I tell you how damn sexy you be? I just laid my lips on his sexy lips. I just had to. He was too sexy and he was seducing me so slowly. I just couldn't handle it. We sat there lips in, and then when we stopped, he laid on his back and gave me a sexy look. Without thinking twice, I climbed on top of his buff body with my bumper in the air. With my bumper in the air and my lips on his, kissing him gently, pulling my tongue in and out of his mouth.
Huh?
Then I remembered Shanice downstairs.
Pulling his tongue in and out.
I quickly stopped and sat up. What about Shanice? What about her baby? When me and you are getting it on, she ain't gonna be there.
Whose
so
baby?
They've got a baby.
Where's his baby come from?
I don't think it's about a 13-year-old, is it?
No, but
I
just
think that's enough. That's enough of that.
Just look at the spelling, how they wrote everything.
It's like they've done a synonym for every other word
Oh
for
my
like
God,
slang.
Said, our face is getting closer and closer. Did I tell you how damn sexy you be? That needs like translating.
Literally.
I'm not being funny, but how
Why is it written on
how
typewriter?
white does the sexy fairies now sound?
This is the opposite of the sexy
Literally.
fairy
Let's
gate.
see if I can find an extra.
What about Shanice? What about her baby getting hit? Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was my
Keisha
intro
the
to
Scat.
Billy Keys.
That's educational.
Yeah.
I should play that in schools.
Like, it's a book now. Stormzy, I think, put money behind it and it's published. So if you go on
Shut
Amazon,
up.
you can actually buy it.
Stop.
That's crazy.
Literally.
So a 13-year-old wrote it. How old is she now? Like
well,
45
she
or
probably,
something.
I was probably 13 when I was reading it as well. So she's probably like in her 30s now.
I wonder
yeah.
if she's loaded. If you're Keisha the Scat author, do you want to get in touch?
Come on
that would be
podcast.
sick. Can you please come on? Because it'll be amazing to like.
Oh, I love that though.
Love that.
50 Shades of Grey was fan fiction about Twilight.
What?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. She wrote that originally.
But they're not vampires.
No, obviously, but she wrote it dreaming about like the Twilight characters, and that's like her
What? I
fan
did not
fiction
know
of it.
that.
So, can you tell me which age group listens to sultry books the most?
Ooh.
18 to 25s, 25 to 34,
No,
35 to 44, or 44 plus?
I think one
20.
of the two middle ones.
Yeah, I don't think people the 18, the younger one, are too busy on TikTok and doing living my life like it's golden. You know, putting myself first, face values, whatever. So I think it's the middle one.
I think 25 to 34.
Yeah,
It is 35 to 44 at
yeah.
43%.
Really?
I knew it would be one of those.
And then
two.
the close second is 25 to 34 at 27%.
Yeah, because apparently women have another sexual awakening at 40. Did you know that?
Oh.
Apparently you have like another surge of like libido and like sex drive at 40.
I have heard that like men's libido is high when they're younger and a woman's one is actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard
So
that before.
makes sense actually.
Oh,
There's still time for you. Yeah,
Little
go
fun.
on.
that's actually an interesting fact.
Yeah.
So wait, the author of Fairies and the Fairies,
Sexy
Yeah.
Fairies and Co. Yeah.
Sexy Fairies and Co.
Sarah J. Maas.
Is
called
she around
A
that
Court of Thorns
age
and Roses.
range as well? Then.
Yeah, I think she's
is.
40ish.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hope I'm right, Sarah. But I think she is 40ish.
but there's I hope that they make it into a TV show.
Yeah. By the way, we're talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses. By the way, it's called ACOTAR for short, but it's A
ACOTAR.
Court of Thorns and Roses series. There's 5 books in the series, and like everyone on TikTok, it's like BookTok, I guess, is saying that we need like a movie, we need a film, and I think Hulu were going to do it, but then they just dropped it.
Hulu would be shit. It
We
needs
need
to be, like,
HBO.
HBO needs to do it.
Yeah, we need
agreed.
HBO Game of Thrones level. But then everyone's saying like, because you can go on TikTok and see like people have made like AI characters and what they might look like. Now that I've seen all of these characters, not a single actor is going to be able
No
to do
one.
anyone justice.
It's gonna be awful.
Can you imagine someone playing Reese? Like, no.
No.
He needs to be an AI. He needs to be AI.
The AI is sexy.
It's so good.
I went on my favorite search engine.
Ask Jeeves.
No, Google. And so I kind of, obviously, because when I heard that was talking about erotic fiction, I was like, let me go see what the definition is, right? A genre that portrays sexual themes, sometimes includes elements of satire or social criticism. These types of fiction are frequently banned by the government or religious authorities. So I found it quite interesting that the government can actually ban.
Oh yeah.
They would do,
Some
wouldn't they?
fiction
They would like
books.
to do ban, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Everything.
So many like classic books have been like banned throughout like history. I think like To Kill a Mockingbird was banned.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like when they first come out, because a lot of books are kind of like, I don't know, if you think about how conservative the past has been, you know, like people aren't as like liberal or forward thinking.
That would have been a liberal book
yeah,
back
and like
in
these
the
kind
day.
of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
these kind of forms of literature have always kind of like been shunned by like conservative people who are traditionalists.
Because
But
they're offended by it.
but
Because they're offended
they're
by
offended by
They're
it.
snowflakes.
They don't like
Yeah.
it. But even still, like there are some books that I think get cancelled.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it though.
That's crazy. But I do kind of get the religious authorities, like, when it comes to erotic fiction, because obviously, as a Christian, like, obviously sex, or the themes of sex is meant to be in the covenant of marriage. So then the fact that now it's like you're listening to or fantasizing about somebody else, I do guess some Christian will probably see it as like as a sin. It's sinful. It's kind of like cheating. Mentally, I guess, because you're reading, you're fantasizing about something else, somebody else that's not your partner. So I do get that type of
Yeah.
that angle where they're going at.
Would you not read erotic fiction for that reason, or just
I think me personally, I don't see anything bad with it, because obviously you're allowed to, it's your own personal imagination. I feel like it's the way you interpret it. So for
Yeah.
instance, me saying I wouldn't read erotic fiction, I might as well not watch anything either. 'Cause
Yeah,
obviously
where's the
I'll watch
line?
EastEnders and there'll be a sex scene there. Oh my
Yeah.
God, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
As long as I know how to control my own sexual desires, my emotions when I'm watching these things, then it's fine. But I do feel like that the radical Christian will probably be like,
Yeah.
hell no.
well, like a lot of Christians
Interesting.
have banned Harry Potter,
Have they?
Yeah.
To be honest,
Magic.
I've never watched.
magic and witchcraft.
Yeah, my mum was
Witchcraft.
like, "You're not watching that one. It's witchcraft. I don't want to hear it." So every time it comes on during the Christmas period, my sister obviously she's watched all the Harry Potters, so she's the rebellion
She's
one.
like, "Oh, God's sake."
So she puts it on, and my mum will be like, the witchcraft is witchcraft is happening in there. I'm like, no, it's not that deep.
Wait until you hear about the Harry Potter smut fanfiction.
Oh, double whammy.
Of course, there's like so much like there's some really, really creepy stuff out there.
Yeah,
like
there's
Draco and Harry.
There's stuff, I was gonna say, Draco Talk is another one that I've randomly found myself on one day.
Do you feel like you're allowed to? Me personally, I feel like go ahead, watch it because it's just it's make believe. It's not real.
Yeah.
So let's say, for instance, those that actually literally are in it, like, oh my god, it is real. Then okay, cool. Fair. That kind of conflicts with your religion, but me personally, I don't see anything wrong with.
Also, if you're single, I feel like it's. I'm gonna guess if your partner has an issue with it. I mean, I still wouldn't. I've got a long-term partner. I still read all that shit. But
question though, you've got a long-term partner, so he knows you're sitting there listening to
I don't know if he knows.
fairies and
She's probably listening to
Just need to know everything.
again.
you're there getting
slid
fanny
into my
flutters, and then
dungeon.
it's.
he definitely doesn't. He might. Oh no, he knows I read books about sexy fairies, but because I've mentioned that multiple times in our group chat. But you wouldn't give a fuck. You wouldn't give a fuck if I.
That's good then. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can't stop a girl from having her hobbies.
Listen, if I'm not hurting anyone listening to my thing, then
Let her enjoy.
Sometimes I look at him and I'm like, why aren't you a sexy fairy?
Wait. So what if he was listening to like sexy fairies?
Oh, I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
No, I
perfect
literally,
then.
do not care
I love that.
about any of that.
Shall we read some out?
Yeah.
Some extracts, some sex tracks.
Sex tracks.
Sex tracks.
I just made up a new word.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm
Let's
Alexandra
go.
Burke when she thought she invented elephant
Let's
in the room.
do that.
Elephant in the room. Okay.com.
Bless her heart.
For this next part, we are going to listen to some saucy extracts whilst playing Don't Spill the Tea.
But I'm having to read them out.
But producer Bobby is reluctantly
reading them out. I would like the graphic porn audio version, please, Bobby. Put your effort into it.
We can, like, edit your voice. It sounds.
We can put some sound effects in behind.
that.
We'll put some slime sound effects
Right,
in the
let's
background.
get sipping, guys. Cheers.
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 Okay. Never again, he promised as he pulled out and then thrust back in with excruciating slowness. What book do you think that's from?
I don't remember. That sounds a bit rapey.
Yeah.
Excruciating slowness.
50 Shades?
Never again. That's excruciating slow. That sounds dodgy
That
to me.
sounds horrendous.
Maybe it was. Yeah, I don't think that's ACOTAR. Resand would never.
No.
I wouldn't know.
I think 50 Shades. 50 Shades of Grey. Because that's a bit kinky,
I don't
innit?
know enough erotic books to.
No, it was A Court of Wings and Ruin.
I'm going to need a name of the fairy who did that.
Oh,
My-
it's when they first have sex. It is painful.
Tamlin.
No.
Tampon.
When
Says
they
my
first
darling
have sex,
Faye.
it's painful.
He says my darling Faye within that.
Oh, maybe it was recent.
I think it was Usan because he was so big and strong. It split her open.
Oh, right. Oh, God. I'm going to have to read all these books again. I am unfortunately going to have to read them all
He
again.
was so big and strong.
Okay.
Never
say
again.
that.
Sorry, I'm too big for you.
Oh my
Split you in half.
When I was a teenager, I really wanted to read 50 Shades of Grey, but I was too embarrassed to like get it because I felt
Get
like
it
my mum
out.
and dad would be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So I bought it for my mum for her birthday.
That's a good.
What?
But she never read it and knew she wouldn't. So I would just keep it on their bookshelf, but like get it out and read it.
So
so
fucking funny,
funny.
Bobby.
Then sneak it
That's
back. To the
insane. Bless you.
Oh.
Let's go.
Are we going in?
Yeah. Let's see what names you call me when my head is between your legs. I'm going to get some weird messages after this. If I get my hands on you, really, honestly, get my hands on you, I don't know if I'll be able to stop. It is all a bit rapey.
Oh gosh. Is that from a real book?
That's Tampon.
Tampon.
Yeah.
Tampon. As in a
There's a
tampon.
character called Tamlin who everyone hates.
I think that's from Court of Thorns and Roses.
Yeah.
The last one?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's from Fourth Wing.
Oh, I haven't read that one yet, Bobby.
I've actually, it's the only one I've read.
Okay.
Okay. Stop being so honourable and fuck me.
Oh my god, the honourable really threw me off.
What's wrong with these
fairies. These are the sexy fairies that I know.
Don't be so honourable.
Stop being so honourable. Fuck me.
Oh,
I'm going to use that in the picture.
I just flashed the thing on my face.
I wasn't expecting that word.
Oh, shit.
Why is that weird? So, what? Who decides to write that in a book?
Stop being so honourable.
When you're being an author and you're writing with a pen, why would you think? Do you know what? Honourable. Yeah, I'm going to go for that
honourable.
one.
Is that actually real?
Well, you decide.
Oh, we've got to decide which one's the fake one.
I think that
I
one's
haven't read
fake.
them all yet.
Okay.
But
Oh, sorry.
do you want to? Do
Keep
you want me
going?
to tell you what one, if that's real or fake?
I think that one's fake.
I think that one is fake.
I think it's for that reason.
Should we just guess if they're real or fake?
If you think it's fake, then yeah,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
What's it from?
Fourth wing again.
I'm excited for that.
Maybe I'll get through this book and start fourthing.
I'll skip the one
Is that
after.
about Dragon Riders?
Yeah, I think there's a one on BookTok, which is like, if this is not sexy enough, go for this one. If this is too sexy, go back to this one. Do you like dragons? Do this one. Do you like vampires? Do this one. So I've got it saved onto my TikTok thing. I've got like 7,000 books that I'm going to read. And I will read more.
Audibly though.
I'll
Yeah,
listen
Listen
to.
to it.
Yeah.
His throbbing length found my open warmth. This is so cringy.
I've read that somewhere before. That sounds like an
I love the
ACOTAR.
word. Like, the word throbbing is a good word, isn't it?
Throbbing and length. The length. thing.
Throbbing length found my. Yeah, that does sound like an ACOTAR. Like they'll say things like open warmth and like
Yeah, inside
my
me.
inner garden. They didn't say, but they use anything but the word vagina
Vagina.
or penis.
What was that from?
That was the fake one.
Oh, that was
we
the
should
fake
have
one.
known. That was too similar to what
Throbbing. Probably
Yeah,
she
I
wouldn't
made
have
that up.
used throbbing, but I like it. I like the word throbbing.
I'll write that.
That's what.
Not even a chat GPT. Bobby, we've got the next Sarah J. Maas over it.
That's why I was sat there earlier like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
I was thinking, rah, this one must be very hefty.
Bobby, you did an audiobook.
I'm going to do a GoFundMe for Bobby so she can launch her
Bob.
career.
Oh my god.
Oh,
In a
producer
warm-
Bob.
Okay.
In a warmth.
Oh.
Look at you the same now.
Okay. I pull him deeper into my mouth so I can feel him at the back of my throat and then to the front again. My tongue swells around.
What?
So descriptive.
That's the chapter I'm on at the moment.
Is
Sounds like she's
it?
got an allergy to him.
What's the last book called?
Silver Flames.
Silver Flame.
Court of Silver Flames.
No. Fourth
Not
one.
our Nesta.
It's 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh,
Huh?
she's allergic to his.
Oh my gosh.
Whose tongue swelling around someone's dyke? Dyke dick.
Wait, could parts of the show, Netflix show You be a erotic fiction?
I think that's about stalking.
Murdering, no?
Stalking.
Yeah, but like the way he speaks in there, like
He's-
maybe not the last one, maybe the second
Yeah,
one.
he's quite.
I feel like you could take some extracts of that and it could be an
Yeah.
erotic fiction if you just add a bit of the erotic flair.
Yeah, he's
Nice to know what you're
creepy.
into, Christie.
Erotic fiction with a slice of
Oh my gosh.
murder
Right,
and stalk.
The unleashed pounding of him inside my body, the unrelenting thrust and filling and slap of skin on skin.
Skin on skin. Oh, they want some more.
I haven't got any more.
I'm sorry. I just feel like I wouldn't have the perfect poker face listening to that or reading that on the bus or coming into like, do you know what I
What,
mean?
you'd
My
be
commute.
I get really shy. I'm
Do you?
like, under here, and then I'll like make sure that no one's reading my page. And sometimes if it's too filthy, I won't read it in public.
Well, guys, this is what the best thing about audiobooks is. You don't need to. No one can hear you.
Yeah, but then you're there just laughing and giggling at yourself.
Yeah.
Just go,
But people
okay.
do that to podcasts anyway.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure all our listeners
you know
do
what?
that
Give it a
today
go.
when they listen
Yeah.
to us.
I'm going to try the audio pornographic version next.
Oh.
It's not called the pornographic version. It's called the graphic audio version. I don't know why I keep saying pornographic. But yeah, I'm going to give that a go. But I think I really will cringe myself out with that one.
Oh, wow. it's not something that you want to be. Oh my god, can you imagine the worst scenario ever, right? Let's say you're at work and you got to do a presentation, and then your
Spotify starts playing.
Your Spotify starts playing out loud, and then everyone in the office is like,
no, you connect to this office speaker.
Oh,
put some music on.
Stop being so honourable. Fuck me.
Found my open wounds.
oh my days.
On that note,
Open wound.
thank you for listening to today's episode on erotic audio books.
Is there anything out there that's smuttier than ACOTAR? Because if so, you might maybe just drop it in the comments. I might take a look. I might not.
Let me know.
Asking for a friend.
I live at this address.
And also, can we do a petition to get ACOTAR on HBO, please? If this is a message for HBO. If you're not HBO, keep scrolling. Can you start an ACOTAR series right now, please?
But whatever actor you get for resend, you need to AR his face.
Yeah, AI his face. I'm probably his body as well. Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, they can do it.
I think I could probably do it.
Go ahead, Billy.
Open casting from the row. Okay, yeah, thank you. That was nice. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
Oh, I loved it.
Here's to Rosie and her sexual deviances.
If you ever do an episode on Dance Moms, just let me know and I'll be here.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye. Cheers.